Before you go to sleep tonight, I want you to stop for just a moment. Not because this is just another video, but because if your heart has been carrying fear, if you've been silently asking God for an answer, or if you've been wondering why nothing seems to be changing, then don't skip these next few minutes. Take a deep breath, set every distraction aside, and listen with an open heart. Because sometimes the message we need the most comes in the quiet moments before we sleep. Maybe today didn't go the way you hoped. Maybe you smiled in front of everyone, but deep inside, you felt exhausted. You prayed, you waited, you believed, yet the answer still hasn't come. If that's how you feel tonight, remember this: silence is not the same as absence. Just because you can't see God working doesn't mean He has stopped. Some of the greatest blessings begin in seasons where nothing seems to be happening. Don't let one difficult chapter convince you that your story is over. The night you're living through today may be preparing you for a brighter morning than you ever imagined. Think about a seed. The moment it's planted, nothing seems to happen. Days pass, sometimes even weeks. Yet beneath the surface, roots are growing where no one can see them. Faith often works the same way. The moments that feel the quietest are not always empty. Sometimes they are the moments when God is shaping your character, strengthening your heart, and preparing you for what comes next. So don't measure your future by what you can see today. The fact that you haven't received the answer yet doesn't mean hope is gone. Keep praying, keep trusting, and keep taking one faithful step at a time. Because growth often begins where human eyes cannot see it. The Bible is filled with people who experienced long seasons of waiting. Joseph dreamed of a better future, but before that dream came true, he faced betrayal, slavery, and prison. If someone had looked at his life in those moments, they might have thought God had forgotten him. But God hadn't forgotten. Every delay was preparing Joseph for the exact place where he was meant to be. Maybe your waiting season isn't a punishment. Maybe it's preparation. The chapter you're living today is not the final chapter of your story. God can use even the painful moments to build something beautiful that you cannot see yet. So don't lose hope because of what hasn't happened. Sometimes the greatest blessings take time to grow. Tonight, before you close your eyes, don't go to sleep carrying every burden by yourself. Take a moment. Tell God exactly what's on your heart. You don't need perfect words. You don't need a perfect life. You only need an honest heart. Sometimes the strongest prayer is simply, God, I'm tired, but I'm still trusting you. If that's your prayer tonight, know that hope is never wasted. Even when you can't see the answer, God still hears every prayer whispered in faith. So let your heart rest tonight. Not because every problem has disappeared, but because you know you're not facing tomorrow alone. Before you fall asleep tonight, I want you to remember one simple truth. Your current situation is not your final destination. The pain you're carrying today, the tears no one knows about, the prayers that seem unanswered, none of them are invisible to God. Even when life feels uncertain, God's love for you does not change. So don't let fear write the ending of your story. Choose faith over fear. Choose hope over doubt. And when you wake up tomorrow, take one more step forward. Because every step taken in faith is a step toward the future God has prepared for you. No matter how long the night feels, morning always comes. As you prepare to sleep tonight, don't let your final thoughts be filled with fear. Let them be filled with hope. You may not know what tomorrow holds, but you can trust the one who holds tomorrow. Rest tonight with confidence, not because every question has been answered, but because God remains faithful, even in the waiting. And if this message encouraged your heart, take it with you into tomorrow. Keep believing, keep praying, keep walking in faith. Because the story God is writing for your life is not finished yet. The next chapter may hold more hope than you can imagine. Before you leave, take just one quiet moment tonight to thank God for one blessing in your life, no matter how small it may seem. If this message brought you peace or encouragement, I'd love to know. Leave an amen in the comments so others can be encouraged too. And if you know someone who needs hope tonight, share this message with them. Thank you for spending these moments with me. May you sleep with peace, wake up with strength, and continue walking in faith. God bless you, and good night.